Focus on what matters most. Possible starts now at strayer.edu.
60 minutes of terror. A teenage attacker targets the Ohio State University campus, barreling into a crowd with his car, then jumping out and attacking people with a knife.
11 people were hurt and the suspect is dead. But tonight, we're finding out more about who he is and what his motive may have been.
Our Jay Korf joining us now live with the details tonight. Jay, what do we know?
Yeah, Jonathan, tonight we're learning a lot more about this suspect, a teenager accused of unleashing this attack on one of the nation's largest college campuses. Police say chaos erupted Monday morning at Ohio State's campus in Columbus when a student drove his car over a curb and slammed into a crowd of people.
We need medics to 19th and College. This is OSU. We have a vehicle that struck several pedestrians.
And then people were like really running and like really screaming. I'm like, oh, this is like something's going on.
Authorities say the suspect, 18-year-old Abdul Razak Ali Artan, got out of the vehicle and started slashing people with a butcher knife, injuring nearly a dozen.
To go over the curb and strike pedestrians and then get out and start striking them with a knife. That was on purpose.
If the suspect acted with certainty, he was stopped in equally forceful fashion. Ohio Governor John Kasich is calling this man a hero. University police officer Alan Harujko arrived in less than 60 seconds and ended the assault just as quickly, shooting and killing the suspect, according to his superiors. Moments later, the campus was locked down, an alert warning people to run, hide, fight.
There was actually an ex-Marine in our class, and he kind of just like took action when the Buckeye alert went out and was like, we need to barricade the door, and started stacking up the desks.
Authorities believe Artan, reportedly a legal permanent resident born in Somalia, was acting alone. They are looking into the possibility, though, that this could have been an act of terror. Investigators are also searching the suspect's residence tonight, hoping to find additional clues that could lead them to a solid motive. Reporting live in the Satellite Center, Jay Korf, ABC 7 News.
Jay, thanks. And be first to know about breaking news here at home and across the country. You can sign up for our text alerts by going to our website at wjla.com/text.
A messy scene in Northwest tonight after a car slammed into a building. This is along Georgia Avenue. A man and a child were in that car. They were not seriously injured. Several people ran out of the building, but no one was hurt. Crews also responded to a gas leak, but say the damage to the building is only cosmetic. No word, that is, what led to this crash.
Tonight, police say that a 12-year-old girl was sexually assaulted inside of a church kitchen. George Bull now charged with abduction and sexual assault. It all happened at Cornerstone Church in Annandale. And that is where Tim Barber joins us live with the investigation that's happening now. Tim?
Detectives say this place of worship turned into a crime scene. And tonight, that pastor told me the person who was arrested was not even a member here. Tonight, George Bull is facing an aggravated sexual battery charge, accused of inappropriately touching a 12-year-old girl inside the kitchen of this Fairfax County church.
I don't know any of the details, but it's very unfortunate.
Cornerstone Church pastor Bill Keynes told us he does not know Bull. He says the 47-year-old suspect was attending a fellowship program here with other people from Sudan. The event was being held at the church Sunday around 5 in the evening when the girl reported the allegations.
We've had great experiences with this, and I am very disappointed that this kind of thing would happen, but we'll be looking into it and see what we can find out.
We stopped by Bull's last known address in Falls Church, but no one answered. Juan Diaz and his kids live in the same complex.
And he's doing that like that. It's not like good for us.
Bull is not only facing an aggravated sexual battery charge, he's also facing an abduction charge because detectives say he forced the 12-year-old girl into the church kitchen. Investigators say as soon as church officials found out about this allegation, they reported it right away. Reporting live in Fairfax County, Tim Barber, ABC 7 News.
Tonight, police are looking for this man in connection with an assault in Northwest D.C. A woman told police the man tried to rape her at knife point Saturday night at the Grand Hyatt Hotel. The woman told investigators she broke free during the struggle and ran to get help. The man was gone when police arrived.
And temperatures have settled into the 40s, at least for right now, and they will begin to rebound as we move through the early morning hours, starting at around 3, 4 o'clock. eventually into the middle 50s. Now, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you want to make sure you have your umbrella. We have a lot of rain that's on the way, and it will likely impact your rush hour commute. 7 o'clock tomorrow, showers over the D.C. metro area. Could be a slow go around the Capitol Beltway. Julie Wright will be in on Good Morning Washington. Of course, she will update you on the rain, and a lot of it, or a lot more, on the way for the midday hours. I'll give you the timing and what to expect all day tomorrow, plus looking ahead to Wednesday with highs near 70 degrees. How long will the warm weather last? More on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Steve, we'll see you then. Thanks. Right now, a disturbing investigation going on in Pasadena, Maryland. An 82-year-old grandmother stabbed repeatedly, police say, by her own granddaughter. Tonight, investigators say that Savannah Weaver stabbed her grandmother to, quote, cut the demons out of her. That's what she told investigators. The victim was rushed to the hospital. She has since been